Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do an Astralgalomancy style general. It'll be for sun, moon, and rising, okay? And we'll break out the zodiac dice, figure out which zodiacs and those placements, okay, are involved in the situation. There, we're guided to see how we're going to collect it at this time. For whomever it'll resonate for, whenever the time is divine, please and thank you. All right, we have Scorpio. We have Libra, we have Taurus, and we have Gemini. So you're going to have Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, okay? Okay, just needed to write it down on my little post-it note here. So I knew which video goes up and who gets what. Put it in the title for you. All right. Along with the hashtags so folks can find it. All right, let's get some letters and see what words, names, initials. We'll get 6. Please and thank you, Spirit. This is 4. And if you see any words in here that you can anagram, would like to comment down below, by all means. We have N. Yes, that's N. A. Immediately I thought of Narcotics Anonymous, so that might be relevant. L, maybe someone struggling with addiction, okay, specifically with narcotics. T, K, so we also have talk, maybe some communication. One more, please. R, lark, as in the bird, might be significant. Tank, rank. Okay, let's get some tea leaf on that. If you see any others, by all means, comment down below. It may help others. And names as well. All right, Spirit, what is this situation about? For Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, please and thank you for the cards from each half stack of the tea leaf. We'll also take a gander at the bottom. One more, please. All right. Thank you. All right. Anything else, Spirit? 2, please. 3, please. There's 1. I just wanted to fall off the table. That could mean something. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. In the bottom of the deck, we have Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. And we have Firecracker. Excitement. So something's going to pop off. Just be careful with those risks. They may be the ones to pop off, okay? We have Frying Pan. Trouble. Accusations. We have Dogs. Could be an animal spirit as well as a sign or synchronicity. Getting together with friends. So perhaps this is something having to do with friends. These trouble accusations that might pop off. Be careful. Don't take risks. Fly. A period of ill health or depression. So it could have something to do with it. You also have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So perhaps this is a scenario that's been going on for a while or will go on for a while. But you'll learn something good out of it. Wishbone. A wish is granted. And Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. All right. So let's get some past life oracle and life purpose oracle. Identify persons, places, situations, things regarding this. Maybe something about this wish or how you'll be taken care of in difficult times. What this journey will entail. are these trouble accusations? Please and thank you, Spirit. Just get a couple. There's one. You got spouse. So this could be a partnership. This could just be like your best friend or a former best friend. Or it could be involving your mate and your best friend. The other card out, we have leaving or travel. I wonder, is that a better? Yeah, you can see that's so much better over there. So perhaps there's some traveling movement involved, right? Or maybe someone's going. Someone's exiting the situation after these trouble accusations, right? All right, we'll get our life purpose oracle, find out more. Thank you, Spirit. All right, thank you. That was quick. We have music at the bottom of the deck, so that may be relevant. And we also have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So maybe there's some kind of education thing you can learn that'll help through this as well. Maybe that's how you'll be taken care of in difficult times, right? Perhaps that's also maybe the long journey, right? All right. Or maybe it's the spouse that's going to school or the friend. All right, Spirit, what is this situation? What are we dealing with here? What's happening? Give us some more please and thank you. The double kipper deck. We get 6 cards. Please and thank you. All right. 3 popped out together. 1 more, please. Yes, thank you. All right, so the first card out is number 33, a master number, concern. So that could be your trouble accusations, right? Perhaps with this friend, it's causing a period of ill health or depression. Number 34 breaks down to a 7. Occupation, be about a job or a hobby or collaboration of sorts. Let's see here, 37, which breaks down to a 10, signifying endings that lead to new beginnings. You have poverty, so perhaps it's a concern over a low-paying job, profession, or something they're just not happy with, right? Something in the community, number 39, which breaks down to a 12, which also breaks down to a 3. Something having to do with community. Maybe they work in retail or social services or something. That could be also causing some ill health as well. But it does seem like it's occupation. It's not toil and labor, so it's more professional. So it might be something similar to social services or perhaps therapy, mental health. You got the depression there. Does require school, so something that may require, some upper level education to get the job, okay? Maybe perhaps something that goes to someone's house, maybe a caregiver, something like that. So this has something to do with home, okay? Next could be where the travel comes into play too. You have number 11, sudden wealth, 777. So this is a card of good luck. Things will turn for the positive as well. That could also be a wish being granted as well, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, you do have Distant Horizons, number 36, which is just a card of time and distance, okay? So it just might take a long time. There's your long journey, all right? Indicated years of dedication. All right. And the word talk is there, so it could very well be regarding some sort of communication. All right, so let's clarify. What are these accusations? That we shouldn't be taking any risk on, because something might pop off and get exciting. Please and thank you, Spirit. Let's get 3 on that. All right. 1 more. First card out, we have the Queen of Wands. vivacious, extrovert, also fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sag. Someone terribly outgoing. And we also have the Queen of Swords, but it did want to pop up in the reverse. It was kind of sideways, upside down-ish. So it could go either way. She is a talker. She is chatty. She is sociable. She speaks truth normally. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you also have the King of Pentacles. So you just could very well have just 3 energies here, right? You got this Queen of Wands, this other woman, right? Who could be the friend. And then you've got you, who you could be the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Swords, you know, whichever, whatever. And the King of Pentacles is masculine energy typically. And that is Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So you do have a lot of energies here, but it could also just be the energy of the cards themselves. Someone that's passionate, you got some passion, you got some cutting words, there's your trouble accusations, and the fiery energy as well, but it seems like it could easily stabilize, right? All right, so what's this wish being granted, Spirit? How will they be taken care of in difficult times? And it may just be something that you don't have to worry about just yet, because you do have the distant horizons. It is a long journey to get there, whatever it is. So, please and thank you. Let's get 3 on it. All right, you have the 7 of Pentacles. You definitely have to invest, right? Put in the time and effort. You might have to pause and reflect on some things. You might have to count things. You might have to add things up. You might have to inventory. You've got the Queen of Cups. Put in some emotion to it, care, right? Also be able to see through and be intuitive. And you have the 6 of Swords, and it's moving to calmer waters and a good transition or voyage, right? There's your journey too. So something you're going to have to work very, very hard with, okay? Let's get some guidance from the Halloween Oracle. Let's see what else Spirit has for you at this time. Maybe 1 or 2. Spirit's been favoring that lately with the Halloween Oracle. We'll see. We'll go from there. Spirit, what guidance do you have for Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Gemini at this time? Please, thank you. Regarding this situation. All right. We have Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Pale, you step out of the night in red lace. That might be in some kind of confirmation or identifier for you. Full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. The iconic Lady of Death with a pale, skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos. The original model for this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess. I'm never going to pronounce her name right. Michequatl. Hopefully I got that right and didn't botch it. Aztec names always evade me. As time went on, the figure remained balanced between beauty and horror, and morphed into the Lady of the Dead, and eventually into the more modern graphic figure of Katrina. It is also reported that the identity of the original Katrina was based on women who were very rich and had everything they wanted in this life. Yet death takes everyone equally. So it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes us all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death, as seeing it as just another aspect of life. In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was a much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and perhaps until then, we can choose to be life affirming takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it may work out for the better. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. So there you go. This could be a situation where you're going to have to weigh out what's worth keeping and what's worth not, right? Especially since you've got a lot of components, and you got to kind of evaluate what risk you're taking as well. Let's get one more. This definitely kind of reminds me of the Apple card as well in this deck. But also maybe just having to accept the situation for what it is too, right? Alright, Spirit, any other further guidance? Please and thank you. Alright, we have Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. So anything can happen. You set your sights on what's positive, right? Something that's for your highest and greatest, most loving good. Skull of Stars. Here we go. Why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you're made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. This skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of the stuff of stars, yet so many of us think small. We are each born with a blank canvas to paint upon, and we are indeed an open sky of possibilities. It is easy to feel small in a world that is so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can, at times, feel lost and unclear about our direction, and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we're only limited by our imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. And that could be your death, right? Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community. You do have the community card up there, so that might be resonant right there. Yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. And I forget which signs got it, but they got this card, and I posted it last night. Yes, last night. So you may want to check. That might have something to do with some placements that may be relative to this story for you. Okay? There you go. Have a good one. Bye.